Hey everybody, it's Zip. I'm back. Step 4 to transitioning your life. These are some tips to creating your own environment. So when you're transitioning, you definitely have to start to learn how to create the environment that helps you thrive. And not just survive, but thrive. And so one of the first things is decluttering and organizing. And I know that sounds like we're about to do like some spring cleaning, but literally just listen for a second. When you're decluttering and organizing, you're decluttering your life. You're removing things that no longer serve your good, that no longer help you to thrive or get to the next step. Now, is this easy? No. This is hard because that means ending relationships. That means not going to places that you usually go to, or doing things that you usually do. It means a lot. It means a lot. And you have to sit down and you have to evaluate your life and decide that, wait a minute, this not serving my good. This person not serving my good. This situation is not serving my good. This is not going to help me thrive. You have to start decluttering things. You have to start moving things, moving people, moving situations, and then you have to start dealing with the pain from that because it's frustrating. When you have to let go of something or someone that you are so comfortable with, you want to go back to that thing. And I think in another, maybe on the podcast, I don't know, or maybe on TikTok, I may have talked about wanting to go backwards to that thing. And not if you're trying to transition. It's not an easy task, and I never said this is going to be easy. And when I'm saying organize, meaning to organize your life, to get your life in a pattern where you can thrive, where you're no longer surviving, but you're saying, okay, I need to get my credit straight. I need to get my credit straight. I need to get my mindset straight. I need to figure out what I'm doing with the spiritual part of me, and I need to learn how to control my emotions, or I need to learn how to voice my emotions in a proper way. I need to remove this person out of my life. I need to remove this situation out of my life. I can no longer indulge in that thing or in that place anymore. It's part of your transition. But you could do this. I promise you, you can do this. If you learn how to declutter and organize, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. The more you do it, the easier you become. And then another step is waking up with intentions and laying down, evaluating and prioritizing what's important. What happened today that I don't want to have happen tomorrow? When I wake up, these are my intentions. My intention is to have a good day, to complete XYZ thing, to be motivated, to be encouraging, to be loving. And if the places you go or the people that are around you are not in alignment with that thing, then it's time to separate. It is literally time to separate. I have this thing is like, I'm not stopping for anybody. Either you're going to catch up or you're going to fall back. People can say it's mean. They can say, oh, no. But if you are setting a great example or a good example, the people who want to follow and that want to transition, or that they're trying to better themselves, they're going to go with you. They're going to learn from you. They're going to be calling you like, hey, what about this? And hey, have you been through this before? Hey, what do you do? Where you gonna go? You said you ain't going to the club tonight? Where you going? Oh, you going to play, you going bowling? I'm gonna go with you. So transitioning, part 4. First step, declutter and organize. Second step, wake up with intentions, go to bed, evaluating and prioritizing what is important, what can I change, what can I do, or what can I have that is different. Then staying in alignment. And this is the hard part, because sometimes, and I've done this many times, I'm saying, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to be different. I'm not going to do this thing no more. I'm not going to put up with this no more. On and on and on and on and on, right? I go right back to that thing. I start doing. Don't be hard on yourself when you do that. Just keep telling yourself in your mind, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to allow this anymore. Speak it out of your mouth. This is a boundary that I need to set. This is the thing that I need to remove from my life. This is a person that I can no longer have in my life because they don't respect my boundaries. They don't respect who I am or my change or my transition. You can do this. I know when you are trying to find who you are and what it is that make you happy and what you value and where your morals at, I know it can be hard. And it can also be a lonely place. Because everything that you knew before is what you're trying to unlearn. Everybody that you knew before, you may have to separate from them. We're in this space right now where it's like you have to find your tribe. Because at this point, you don't know who you can trust or who's going to try to hurt you or who's talking about you behind your back. Even though people are okay with those toxic relationships, they're not thriving relationships. No matter how we try to look at them, they're not thriving relationships. I always say I'm a big person when it comes to words, and words have power. If you got your friends or your family or whoever talking behind your back, if you got your friends, your family members, or whoever down in you are talking ill into your life, you got to remove them. As I started to transition, I remember I started to what people would call be secretive, but I wasn't being secretive. I was just moving in a way. I don't need you to put ill words on what I'm doing. I'm going to just do it. I'm going to just move this way. I'm going to go this way and I'm going to go back this way. And I'm going to move like this. And then when it's complete, then I'll share with you. And people will say, well, why you ain't tell nobody you was, why would I tell anybody? Because y'all not in the space where y'all trying to thrive with me. Step 4 to transitioning. Declutter, organize, intention, prioritize, evaluate, alignment. Let's go. Let's go. And set boundaries. The toughest thing for us to do is set boundaries and stick with them. Because some of us have these big hearts, or some of us are so used to people running over us or treating us disrespectfully that we no longer say anything. We just say, oh, well, that's okay. It's all right. That's my life. That's how people always treat me. But is it acceptable? No. So then why are you accepting it? It's not adding up, people. It's not adding up. If you know you cannot thrive in a negative environment, then leave the environment. If it's going to put you in a space where you just by yourself, I promise you your tribe will come. I promise you the energy that you give off, that I'm trying to change and I'm trying to transition, people will start to come into your life and they will be on the same things that you were on. People will be at different levels. They might be a little higher than you and they're helping you get to the other level. They might be a little lower than you and you helping them get to the level that you're at. We at step 4 to transitioning. It's time. If you have decided that I'm going to change my life, I'm going to transition into the person that I truly am, I'm going to heal from everything that I've went through or gone through or whatever the case may be. If that's the decision that you made, let's go with it. And let's take it step by step. And I'm not saying that you might not have to repeat step 1 or you might not have to repeat step 2 or step 3 or you might not have to stay at step 4 for a little bit. What I'm saying is I'm giving you the information and it's here. And if you need more information, if you need support, you can always contact me. You can email me. You can message me. I'm on every social media, Zip Mouth Motivation, or DeMarsha Katrina. I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And I know I go through these steps quick, but I go through them. You can save them and you can go back and watch the video. So when you get to this step and you're ready to declutter and you're ready to organize and you're ready to set your intentions and you're ready to do evaluations and you're ready to prioritize and you're ready to set these boundaries, you can go back to the video and you can say, I'm at step 4 of my transitioning. You either need support or you don't need support. Manifest the people that you want to be in your life. Manifest the situations that you want to happen in your life. You have this ability to do this. I love y'all. Good night.